Welcome back at 9:43. We're talking about the third installment of the X trilogy, which brings audiences behind the scenes to a flick being made during the 1980s.
A24 presents the follow-up to a film that possessed a nation, The Puritan 2.
Cut! The blood's wrong. Molly Bennett, meet Maxine Minx.
Pleased to meet you. Sorry.
We've all got blood on our hands now.
Wowza. So that's all we can show you. I mean, this crazy film. MaXXXine, it's a horror film, but it's also a mystery, and it hits theaters today. And here to tell us more is actor and filmmaker who stars in the thriller. Please welcome New York native Zachary Mooren. So good morning to you, Zachary.
Good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Well, let me ask you this first of all. Are you a big fan of horror films?
Not particularly, but, you know, I'm a big fan of good movies.
Yes.
And this is one of them.
And this is a good one.
Yeah.
And you've got quite the cast, too. Let's rattle off some of the actors and actresses. Elizabeth Debicki, Michelle Monaghan, Bobby Cannavale, Halsey, Lily Collins, Giancarlo Esposito, and Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, it doesn't get better than that, right?
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Did you have a favorite? What were you most looking forward to working with?
I mean, the reason I signed on to the project was Mia Goth. I think she's one of the most interesting actors in film right now, and I kind of wanted to have a close-up of what she's doing to maybe steal a thing or two and use it in my bag of tricks, you know?
Did you take anything?
Can't let you know that.
Oh, okay. Now, this is a trilogy, as we mentioned, following X and Pearl.
Yeah.
Do you have to see those movies to see MaXXXine, would you say?
I mean, it would be nice, just so you can see kind of the scope of what Ty is doing, but they each are their own thing. And this one in particular, it hints a little bit at X, but it's its own thing completely. Tonally, I mean, visually, characters, yeah.
So tell us a little about, for those who aren't familiar, a little bit about the storyline behind MaXXXine.
So Maxine Minx is a girl that starts off in adult filmmaking and is basically having to run from the traumas of her past and make her way to the top of Hollywood. That's about where I can go with this one.
And then there's a mystery that's involved.
In this one, yes, very much so.
Okay.
And it's out in theaters today, so you can go see it.
Yeah, it's
find out what that mystery is.
It takes place in the 1980s. Was it fun to go back in time and kind of be in that world?
It was surreal. I mean, the entire set, we shot on Hollywood Boulevard at one point, and 100 extras, all in 1980s gear, all the cars, cop cars. It was insane,
crazy.
yeah.
I know you can't tell us a lot, but what can you tell us about your particular character?
Well,
The hesitation.
I play a Buster Keaton impersonator that doesn't necessarily have the best intentions for MaXXXine. And it's also one of the most graphic scenes in the entire movie.
Wow.
There's a tease.
Yeah.
All right. Now, we know you are in LA now. You're based there, but you're from the New York tri-state area.
Yeah.
Any family still here?
I got I'm visiting family right now, actually, yeah.
Oh.
Work and play. All right.
West Village, Brooklyn, yeah.
So did you act when you were here also?
I was doing theater mainly when I was here. And, you know, I moved here when I was 17, kind of worked in every job I could possibly get just to make the insane rents that were here.
Yeah.
And, you know, just doing off-Broadway theater. And jobs started leading me out to Los Angeles, and we just kind of stayed.
Yeah, is that how you made the transition then? When you just moved out there and went transitioned from theater to film?
I never thought I would ever get in film. I just was assuming I would be a theater actor my whole life, and then jobs started coming in. My first job was actually with David Fincher in a Gap commercial. And
oh my gosh, that's how you got
He's one of my favorite directors of all time, so it's a bit surreal, but I'm very grateful.
Literally fell into the Gap. Right? Do you have a favorite? Do you prefer theater over film, or are you really enjoying being
I like
in
jumping
both?
back and forth both.
Yeah?
I just did a play at the Amundsen Theater about a year ago. It was called 222, and that kind of reinvigorated my love for theater.
Any chance you'd come back and do something on Broadway?
I would love to.
Yeah?
I would love for them to actually bring 222 here.
Oh.
It's a fantastic play, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I want to ask you too about MaXXXine, because I saw the trailer months ago in the theater and was blown away by the visuals, the atmospherics of it all. When people are asking you, who are not like in the business, about the movie and what it was like to be a part of it, what are you telling them without giving too much away?
That it's unlike anything out there. Ty really is carving his own niche right now as a filmmaker, especially over the past 4 years when he started doing these. And I think A24 as a studio, they're the only ones that really are pushing film into the future and not just kind of recreating the same things that we've seen over and over again. They're taking big chances on auteur filmmakers, and this is just kind of the pinnacle of, I think, what they're able to do.
Yeah,
I think audiences are gonna love it, and I can't wait for it to be out there in the world now.
Yeah, when you're in there and you're on set, it's one thing to do that, but then to actually see the finished product. Have you actually seen the whole film?
I was at the premiere at the TCL Chinese Theater. That was my first time ever going there, and it's, you know, it's a really historic site and historic theater, so it was surreal.
And the film was received well, I'm assuming.
It was
right?
crazy. Yeah, it was nuts.
That's
it was
awesome.
nuts.
Well, congratulations on the film.
Thank you so much.
And thanks for coming back to visit us.
I appreciate
here in
you
New York.
guys.
All
Looking
right.
forward. Great to meet you too, by the way.
Nice meeting you.
His movie MaXXXine hits theaters today, so go check it out.